Hi, I'm Belle, welcome back to my channel. Today is the 31st of January, Thursday evening, and I have been tagged to do my January reflections and February goals video by the absolutely gorgeous Natalie Marie Josey. I love her. Like, I just think her channel is absolutely brilliant. She has done amazingly on her weight loss journey. She does fantastic what I eat in a day videos, and I just love her channel, and I think she just comes across as being the most lovely lady. Ditto, I think this tag was started by the lovely Sarah SW, and again, Sarah's channel is totally brilliant. She again has done really well on her journey, yeah, so thank you Sarah for starting the tag, and thank you Natalie Marie Josey for tagging me, and if you're not checking out those two channels, I definitely recommend you do. So I have spent the last half an hour recording this video, and then I had a little bit of a light bulb moment and realised that one of the things that I had just said that I had achieved in January, actually I've been a complete muppet and have got something very wrong. So you'll see what in a second, yeah, I'm therefore having to completely re-record this video. It is the 31st of January, as I say, and I don't know about anybody else, but for me, the 1st of January feels like it was months ago. I feel like this month has gone on forever. So much so that I had to look up the goals that I set myself a month ago, which is not a great sign, is it? I had to re-watch my video tonight and remember what I said that I would achieve in January, and needless to say, some of them I have done okay with, some of them not so much. So just reflecting back on my goals for January, I said that I wanted to get my 2.5 stone award, and I didn't. I finished the month having lost £6 in January, and I had lost 2 stone and 2.5 pounds to date. So I was 4.5 pounds short, unfortunately, on my 2.5 stone award. So a bit gutting, but it's my own fault. Like, I really struggled in January. I'm obviously chuffed I lost £6 in the month. That's great. But yeah, I found the month quite tough. I mentioned this in my weekly weigh-in update video yesterday, and I make no secret of the fact that I found it a tricky month. You know, I'm trying to draw a line behind it and draw a line under it, and yeah, so unfortunately I didn't achieve my 2.5 stone award in Jan, but I did lose £6. My second goal was to be meat-free. Now, I just recorded, as I say, my video telling you how well I'd done on being meat-free in January, and how I'd duly checked the packets of everything that I'd eaten, and I you know, hadn't had any Muller Lights apart from the new carrot cake one, which is suitable for vegetarians, and I hadn't had any sweets with gelatine in, and I'd been really diligent throughout the whole month, and I did have dairy and fish, but I hadn't eaten any meat, and how I was, yeah, I tried loads of new products and all that kind of stuff, and I was kind of patting myself on the back for how well I'd done for the whole of January, and that I only had 5 hours left to go or something in the month, and if something went radically wrong, I was definitely going to achieve my meat-free January. And then I realised yesterday, the 30th of January, I had a chicken and sweet corn mugshot. Chicken and sweet corn mugshot, which, having just looked at the ingredients, has got chicken powder in it. So on the 30th day of January, I completely messed up and just didn't think, and I ended up having something that had meat products in it. What an idiot. So I thought that I'd achieved my meat-free Jan, but it turns out, just from being, I don't know, my mind being all over the place yesterday, that I didn't. So I didn't achieve my goal of being meat-free in January, unfortunately. I had a chicken and sweet corn mugshot with chicken powder in. So I'm really sorry, but I didn't achieve meat-free Jan. I thought I'd done really well, and you lovely people were so supportive and gave me so many great ideas. The first week of me being meat-free in Jan, I really struggled. Like, some of my go-to products I obviously couldn't eat, and trying to come up with new foods that I was kind of excited to eat. The first week was like really tricky, even though there are absolutely loads of vegetarian and vegan products out now, and the supermarkets are absolutely full of them. But I think obviously because I'm doing Slimming World too, I just basically, every time I went to the supermarket, it took me hours because I had my phone in my hand. I checked everything on the Slimming World app, like everything, because quite a lot of the veggie products were pretty high in sins, and obviously as a kind of newbie onto being meat free, I just didn't know what I could and couldn't have. So I really relied on all your lovely suggestions. Like I was saying, you know, I obviously have a lot of soup at this time of year. I mean, it's so cold. We're supposed to be getting loads of snow today, and I'm like a little kid. I'm like up at the window going, is it here yet? Is it here yet? And I love the snow, but I hate driving in it. So I'm in two minds about whether I want it, but it is super, super cold at the moment. So yeah, I've been having loads and loads of soup, making like veggie soups in my soup maker, and I was at a bit of a loss about what to have with it, because obviously pre-Slimming World I would have had a loaf of bread, and then when I was doing Slimming World but still eating meat, I was having like a packet of like ready cooked chicken or a packet of ham. And then when I went into Jan, I was like, well, what am I going to have with my soup? And you gave me loads of great ideas to like have them have my soup with like veggie sausages, or I was having it with those corn Swedish style ball things that you put in the oven, like meatball things, but obviously meat free. People suggested that I kind of added more to my soup, like pasta or rice, that kind of thing, to bulk it up a bit. One of my lovely viewers mentioned the fantastic John West, I think they're called John West Inspirations or Creations or something, salmon that you get in a can. They do like a sweet chili one and a teriyaki one, and they're like 1.5 or 1 sin, depending on which flavour you get. So that was great. So you came up with so many great ideas to support me, which was absolutely brilliant. And I ate some really, really lovely food, and yeah, really enjoyed things that I wouldn't normally have tried. Like I made a hummus, like a Slimming World hummus, and yeah, so it was great being what I thought was meat free for Jan. And as I say, I thought I'd done really well, and then right at the last hurdle I stumbled. So what am I pit? Anyway, so yeah, so that was my second goal. My third goal was to write down everything that I spend in January. And if I'm honest, I was really good at the beginning of the month. Like literally I was keeping a track of everything that I was spending. And it was quite interesting. Like I spend a lot on food, like a lot on food. And I don't know, I just find it like, I know this is a really obvious thing to say, but like, why have I previously been buying food that I can get in Poundland in another supermarket when, like, just like, for example, chocolate, right? You get like 4 bars of chocolate for like £2.50 in a lot of the supermarkets, and then it's exactly the same product in Poundland for £1. Like, I know it's really obvious, but like when you actually see it written down, like you spent this on this or you spent this on this, it really does make you think about every individual product, as opposed to like just saying like my weekly shop costs this amount. Actually looking at the individual product and seeing, I know it's very obvious, but like yeah, it just made me a bit more mindful. But I was good at the beginning of the month at writing everything down, and I was a bit slack by the end of the month, if I'm totally honest. What I said I wanted to do was just become a little bit more thoughtful about what I was spending money on, because I think that I had like a freezer full of food and cupboards with food in and stuff, and I wasn't really getting through it. And I've been a bit better on that this month, like where I sort of ran out of things like skinny syrups or JD seasonings. I very much so sort of waited until I'd kind of used up what I had before I ordered new stuff, which I've done in the last day or so. So I really waited, as opposed to kind of getting low and then ordering new stuff. So so yeah, I have been a bit more mindful on that. My next goal for January was to in fact it's for the whole up until the beginning of December. My goal is to so for 11 months to not buy any clothes. And I said in my video at the beginning of the year that I don't buy expensive clothes at all, but I am one who like go to the supermarket and be like, oh, that top's really nice, or that jumper's really nice, it's only 15 quid, and they're all tenner or whatever. But I don't really need like a new top, and I don't really need a new jumper, and like I know it's only a tenner or only 15 quid, but it does mount up. And so actually I've totally achieved on this. I haven't bought any clothes in January at all, and I've not missed it. Like, I actually am really enjoying dragging some of the stuff out of my wardrobe that I've had for a long time, like this top that I've had about 10 years. Yeah, kind of bringing a few things out the back of the wardrobe that I previously probably wouldn't have worn. But actually there's loads of nice stuff in there, and I don't need to be wasting my money that I don't really have on clothes. So yeah, so I achieved on that one. Yay! My next goal was to put my tablet and phone away at 8:30 in the evening. Again, I was quite good at that at the beginning of the month, and then gradually as the month has gone on, I've kind of got back into bad habits. So yeah, I need to give that a bit more of a focus. And the reason for wanting to put my tablet and phone away is so that I'm just a bit more present in the evenings, so that I can go to bed a bit earlier, because I am really bad at going to bed early, like really bad, and my alarm goes off early, so I need to be getting a lot more beauty sleep than I'm getting at the moment. And also I just wanted to like read a book or watch some proper TV, as opposed to just like surfing on social media, which is like, I don't need to be on like Instagram and things like that. I just waste a lot of time at kind of browsing food pictures and stuff like that. So I want to make that a bit more of a focus moving forward. So yeah, it was a goal that I started off really good in the month, and then as the month's gone on, not so much. So that's my January. So they're my January goals. I obviously achieved some, could have done better on others. But going into my February goals. Goal number 1, no gimmicks at all. So I am the worst for having, like, coming up with, like, crazy plans about how I'm going to do better on this weight loss journey. Like, saying I'm not going to have any carbs, or say I'm going to do, like, loads of SP days, or doing, like, a 7-7-7 day. And I think what I want to do for February is no gimmicks, just do the normal Slimming World extra easy plan. That's it. So not start to restrict myself, not say I'm going to keep within a certain like very low amount of sins, but just do the normal extra easy plan, because I know it works. I don't know why I try and mess about with it and try and like, I don't know, because all that happens is that I don't know, do something like restrict my carbs, or say I'm going to have like 5 sins, and then feel like I'm deprived, and that's when I'm like inclined to go off the rails a little bit. So for my first goal for February is just stick to the extra easy plan. No gimmicks, no crazy ideas about tweaking this or that, or like restricting anything. Just stick to the extra easy plan. My second February goal is that I want to lose every week in February. I hope I lose every week in February and I get my 2.5 stone award, but I just want to lose every week in February and be happy with that. So if you've seen some of my earlier weight loss result weigh-in, whatever they're called, videos earlier in January, I had a bit of a change in mindset, because I'd previously been seeing everybody having these like massive losses, and then I was coming in with like a £1 loss, and I was like feeling a little bit gutted about it. And through the support of all you lot and thinking about it in a bit more detail, I realised that, you know, I'm eating great food. Like, why am I disappointed about like a £1 or £0.5 loss? So for February, my second goal is to lose every week and be happy with losing every week. Whatever the scales say, as long as it's a loss, I need to be content and happy with that. My third goal for February is to fully enjoy the plan. So change my mindset. Don't feel like, I don't know, just don't feel like in any way that I am restricted or anything like that, because I'm absolutely not. Like, there is so much that I can eat and I should be appreciating. Having done like weight loss plans a long time ago, that maybe meant that I was having to cut out different food groups, or that I was restricting how much I was eating. My third goal is just to enjoy it enjoy different foods. Go back to, I think I said in yesterday's video, go back to some of the foods that I've loved in the past, like doing a lasagna or a campfire stew, or when my JD Seasonings new spices arrive, do some new curries, and just really embrace and enjoy the journey, because you know, I've got another 2 stone, yeah, just under 2 stone to lose. You know, that might take me the rest of this year. So, and also, even when I get to Target, I'm still going to carry on doing this. It's not like I'm, you know, getting to Target and then that's it. I'm going to start eating like rubbish again. Like, this is me for my life. So I really, really want to change my mindset into a much more positive, upbeat mindset about the plan, about the journey. And yeah, that is my 3rd goal. My 4th goal for February is to try and continue to work on going to bed a little bit earlier. Like, I'm never going to be somebody who goes to bed at like 9:30 or anything like that. Like, I get in late, then I've got to have dinner and I've got bits and pieces to be doing. So if I can just go to bed like before midnight, that'll be an early night for me. So my 4th goal for February is just to work on going to bed a little bit earlier, so that I don't have to use quite as much concealer, and also so that I'm not tired the next day, and therefore making unwise choices on the food front. So anyway, they are my goals for February. I've probably rambled on and on as normal. So moving forward, I'm not sure who has so far been tagged into their February goals videos. So I'd like to tag a couple of people. If they have already been tagged or they've already put their videos up, I'm so sorry. But the first person that I would absolutely love to tag is lovely Susie from Scrumptious Cooking. I think her channel is absolutely brilliant. She's got really good food and recipe ideas. And she is a Target member of Slimming World. So yeah, she's definitely a channel to check out. So Susie, I would love to see your goals for February. So the second absolutely fabulous person that I would like to tag in to do their January reflections or February goals video is the lovely Rachel from Bales 1986 SW. I mention Rachel's channel a lot, but I think she is absolutely fab. She's done amazingly on her journey. She comes up with the most amazing creative food ideas and treat bowls, and does fantastic food hauls, and has started doing brilliant what I eat in a day videos. She does a Sunday Snuggles series on a Sunday, and she does the fantastic Friday Finds, where she talks about loads of food products that she's found over the week. So if you're not currently following Rachel from Bales 1986 SW, I strongly recommend you check out her channel. So Rachel, if you haven't done your goals video for Feb, I would love to see it. If you've done it and I've missed it, I'm really sorry, but yeah, I would love to see your goals for February. And I would love, as a third person, or people that I would love to see their goals for Feb and their reflections on January, is the lovely Livingstones, Helen and Gavin. I love your channel. I love your attitude. I love how upbeat you are. I love the singing. I love how great your food looks. I watch your videos before I go to work and they always put a smile on my face. And yeah, I just love seeing your food and what you've been up to. And I just think it's gorgeous the way you guys support each other on this journey. Yeah, I love watching your channel. So again, if you're not checking out the Livingstones channel, I would absolutely recommend you do. Yeah, you won't be disappointed. So yeah, Helen and Gavin, if you haven't recorded your January reflections and February goals video, and you would like to, I would absolutely love to see it. So they are the three that I would love to tag in. If any of you have done your video already, just ignore this. But anyway, that aside, I would absolutely love to know what your goals are for the month ahead. What would be your focuses for February? I know it's a short month, but I feel like we can still achieve lots if we set our mind to it. So it would be fab to know what your what everybody watching, what your goals are for Feb. So comment below, let me know. Yeah, I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate your support. If you have liked this video, do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.